Why the fuck are you not clapping? Yeah, get fucking clapping! How many times in your life have you seen a sexy Kim Jong-il in a church? Good evening! Hi, hello. Hi, hello. Yeah, gonna be doing that a lot to kill time. How has it been going? Talky, worthy. Good. Okay. My name is Scottee. I don't often do these kind of things because when I was 12 years old, my science teacher, Mrs. Thornton, told me I was inarticulate. So I threw a button at her head. And so I might waffle on a bit, so I do apologise. Have you all paid the same amount as these people? You have? Gutted. Okay. Giving all the love to you guys tonight. Okay, not worthy of a clap. So, listen, photos from that angle. Up. So, my name is Scottee, and I'm an artist. Soz. I'm left-handed, I'm dyslexic, I was once a vegetarian. I'm telling you this stuff because I feel it builds a rapport between us. And I want you to like me. Don't care about your lives because you've paid. So what I want to say is when I got this phone call for, would you come and do a lecture? I hit myself. I was like, I just don't, what are we going to do? How are we going to do it? What am I going to talk about? How am I going to say it? So I thought, well, I'll look on the Googles and find out how these lectures happen, because lectures were something that happened in my house when my mum was angry at me. So I thought, okay, I'll get on the Googles and I'll find out what is a lecture. I found out some key things. First thing I found out is you must have a pretentious microphone. Gotta have that on your face like that. Why? Because then you can gesticulate. And then people will agree with every motherfucking thing you're gonna say because it looks like you know what you're talking about. Another thing that I realized from looking up this gentleman called Ted, he does a lot of them. Little joke there for those with education. Is that actually you've got to pace up and down. Bit of this, just a bit of that. Might not need it, but just doing it, and maybe sometimes doing it with a pause and gesticulation will help. Then I came across this man called Steve. Now, he owns this company called Apple. They have huge high-resolution pictures of shit in the background all the time. So there's a picture of me wearing the same outfit. That's for brand continuity. So then I was thinking, right, I've got to get to the nitty-gritty. What am I actually going to fucking talk about? So I spent a long time like, oh, maybe. And I thought, maybe I'll do a 15-minute lecture about what it's like when two teenagers have consensual sex with each other, and then the police get involved, and then one of the teenagers accuses the other teenager of raping one of the teenagers. And then I thought, well, fuck, I've been touring that show for 2.5 years. And actually, every time I perform that show, it feels like I'm picking a scab publicly and people go a bit weirdly quiet. So I thought, maybe not that one. Maybe I can't do that in 10 minutes and 59 seconds. Maybe, I know, why don't I do it about my granddad? Get in on the age thing. So last year, I turned my granddad into an artist. Lol. Wasn't that funny? It was actually a socially engaged project, so who's laughing now? So I thought, right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn him into the most famous artist that's ever been in an attempt to uncover ageism within the arts. It didn't really work, so I thought, well, maybe I won't talk about that because actually he's dying at the moment, and maybe I shouldn't talk about that. So then I was really, really struggling about things to find, and I was on my phone And as you do when you're on your phone, does anyone go through the Notes app and you can see like stupid ideas that you've had in the past? Well, I found one of these ideas. And one of these ideas happened to me when I was coming out of Euston Station. Anyone been to Euston Station? Yeah, Euston! This was America. Everyone would be like, woo! Euston! And I have a bit of a love-hate relationship with Euston Station because in the mornings I go to Pret a Manger at Euston Station and I pick up a sandwich, sometimes two. I'm a big girl. And I go to the person who shouts at you, because that's how we do service nowadays. And I smile and I go, how are you? And it's all because I want a free coffee. And I'm never the person for the free coffee. So I, it takes me to work every day. But also my hate relationship with it is because I live on the West Euston estate. Anyone in from that? No, because it's £42 a ticket, that's why. And that estate is 200 families on that estate will be displaced because we think it's really good to have a big station that gets us to outside Birmingham 15 minutes quicker. So that's my hate relationship. Anyway, I'm talking shit now. So on the 27th of October, only last week or a bit ago, I was coming up the escalator at 10:30 at night. I'd had a couple of bevies. And there was a group of 10 men behind me. I say 10, it might have been 15, who knows, who gives a shit. And they started hurling abuse at me. And I got onto the concourse, and there were some policemen there, and I thought, ooh, and they did nothing. They did absolutely fuck all. So because I was drunk, and because I'm dyslexic, see, I gave you that. There you go, I'm dyslexic. Ooh, and I live on a council estate. Oh, how do I live? All right, actually. So I was thinking, well, I'm really angry. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to write a poem. 7 minutes, 48 seconds. So I thought, right, but because I'm the dyslexic, I'm going to have to tell fucking Siri the poem, ain't I? So I'm walking home, 4280, that's my code, and I'm thinking, yeah, I'm going to write some spoken word. And then I thought, well, maybe I'll just read this out. So, would you like me to leave the stage, or shall I read Siri's poem? I'll read Siri's poem. It's quite inventive use of abuse that they started off with a 90s classic. So let's see if you can spot that. Return of the Mac. Return of the fat. Return of the you fat gay, you fat gay, you fat gay. He said the fourth and final slur that day gave. So, this one's for the sideways glances, the silent nudges and those brave enough to spit cusses. This is for the white men who hurl abuse from dirty carriages. This is for the teenagers who shout batty from the back seats of buses, egged on by their mates and rewarded for their foolery. This is for the groups of drunk men in polo tops, light-washed denim, wet-lip gel and bravado in masses. This is for the teenage girls fucked by patriarchy, trying to navigate the world and find someone less powerful. This is for my own, who proudly display no fats, no femmes, no Asians on their profiles, on their dating profiles, because if this world wasn't weird enough, we turn on each other. Today has taught me painfully. I will no longer apologise that I am a fully paid, batting bum bending Nancy, a cis Mary cis femme faux boy. No. I will no longer apologise that I am fat and I am taking up your space. So, leave that seat either side of me free. I enjoy seeing that fear on your face because of my fat. I'm sick and tired of justifying my existence with persistence, carrying on quietly or carefully because I am not you. I will no longer cross the road, move up the platform, down the carriage, or live my life under overpriced earphones, protected from the outside thoughts that take up so much more room than the chub that so fiercely offends you. And why do we take this lying down? Why are we passive and polite, but not extreme in our actions? Why aren't we the ones out there killing and fighting? So, next time you hear the murmur or elbow and laugh at your expense, don't take it lightly or politely. Take arms, it's time to defend. Is your intention to dehumanize me and stare at them blankly? What is it about my personality that offends you? Do you really think I can't see you taking the photographs of me? Do you have any questions? I'll answer them. Scrap that. We're past explanation or comic comebacks. They've done us very little thus far. So, why now? Well, I'm bored of responding with disarming nicely because it's better to fight words with actions, apparently. Fuck that, I'm starting a fucking army. Queer rebels, join up here. Yes, I am going to spit back at you. Yes, I will cuss back at you. Yes, I will throw punches just as hard as you. I will no longer play nicely. The real culprits, though, they're not the mudslingers. My enemies are the bystanders. How many of you have stood up to defend a stranger? See, the thing is, the verbal are true to their beliefs, and perhaps they're unchangeable, but at least I know where they stand. It's the liberal centre lefties who drink craft beer in East End postcodes. That's fucking cultural appropriation. And utter, oh yeah, I've got gay friends who stand back and never step forward when it's time to defend. It's the onlookers, the ignorant, the silent majority, the ones that let it go unsaid, the someone else will intervene, the should I say something, the that's none of my business, the cowards. Those are the ones that I'm afraid of, because if push came to shove, they'd act ambivalent. And before you write this off as some dusty queer rhetoric, ask us how much we put up with. Nudging, winking and pushing aside, it's the glances, double looks that the masses can't deny. And I've got white privilege on my side. I've been robbed of public affection because when I hold his hand, it's a statement. It's the constant policing of my body that frustrates me. Yes, I'm fucking angry. I've had to watch the rest of the world live their lives comfortably. Everyone's got a fucking opinion on my body, my class, my sexuality, and well, guess what? Here's mine. So, this one's for the queers, the weirdos, and the fatties, the femmes, the dykes, the perverts, and the lassies. This is for the faggots, the butts, and the trans. This is for everyone who hears this and understands. They, fellow queers, they are afraid of our honesty. They are afraid if they look too closely, the truth might sip out. So, what do? Let's take up more room, unapologetically. Answer back and cause a fuss. Make a stir and get ideas above our station. Let's rustle the feathers of heteronormativity. Pick up our axe and yes, let's grind it. It's time we got a little more violent. I've been radicalised. This is my extremism. And all because I was wearing a pink rain mac from Primark that cost $12.99. Thank you.